Another day, another opportunity to make a Doom posting video. Hello, internet. Welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, and today we're gonna be talking about the revenue for February 2024 for a lot of gacha games. Before we start, important, we are gonna be live later with Pirri, Gold, Ali Jane, and Jay. So we're gonna be talking all of us about the treasure system on NIKKE Reset. Feel free to come by, drop by, say hello, have a great time. Also, subscribe and leave a like. That said, let's get started with the video, jumping directly to check revenue, which this month for NIKKE is not the best, which also is normal. And then I want to show you some of the games on this list because I think it's pretty fun. So for those of you who don't know, Gacha Revenue recently added the CN revenue. Now, CN revenue, it's complete more or less bullshit. If you click on CN, you'll see that it's calculating Android revenue by doing 1.75 of what they gave from EOS. This is just, once again, complete speculative when it comes to the CN version. That said, it's still a good reference. Also, remember, there is no data for PC sales or web-based games. That's why some popular old gachas are not in this list because they cannot track how much they're making. So, starting with, of course, our favorite publisher, MiHoYo, making a lot of money as usual. 90 mil almost with Genshin, 85 with Honkai. I really doubt it's gonna go down because it's the month for Sparkles, I believe, right? So they're gonna be making good money. Now, really interesting. This is usually where NIKKE sits. Third, fourth spot. We are really down this month, but that's not the funny part. The funny part is that Love and Deep Space, it's literally an otome game. It's a game to collect husbandos, not waifus, right? You are the waifu in the game and you collect husbandos. We were playing this on the stream and I gotta say, in here, it looks worse than on the emulator. The game is actually really high quality. So it makes sense that for a market, which is the husbando collectors, right? A market that usually doesn't have a lot of games, it makes sense how much they are making because there are no alternatives, right? There are no good husbando games. So this game is making a lot of money in just a couple months it released. As you can see in January, first month they made like 30 mil, now they're making 50 mil. I don't think it's gonna stop at any point, since once again, this is a more limited market than the waifu collection. That said, also something interesting that a lot of you might be scratching your head is, what is this Naruto game? Why is there a Naruto game that's only available on China, right? Well, this is a gacha that hopefully the stream is still active. Yes, this is a stream. This is dojo.com. This is a platform service only for Chinese streams, obviously. And as you can see, this is a pay-to-win Twitch. You have like 30 different monetization systems. But this is the gameplay itself for the Naruto game. It's a fighting game where you go 3 versus 3. I'm not sure about the raids, how the gacha works. I'm not sure about anything. Also important, they have a web client and a web version, I believe. So a lot of these cells are not calculated. So this Naruto game could perfectly be top 3 gachas every month just on China, which is crazy to me if you ask me. Also, hopefully that didn't count for demonetization on the video because I left that music play too long, but it's fine. Now, all that said, let's move into the other games on the list, the ones that are more or less interesting, just checking them out. We'll talk about NIKKE, and I want to talk about one more game as well that I have a video to showcase to you. So Arknights up to 23, they have a good event this month. Blue Archive up to 19. Uma Musume, the game that will never come to global at this pace, 17 mil. One Piece is releasing a new game, by the way. I do want to play the game. I think Soaks was going to play as well. I need to ask him because I know he is big into One Piece. So I would ask him about the new One Piece game. Light and Night is another Husbando game. And as you can see, 13 million this month. Husbando games are going crazy, bro. What's going on here? We have Heaven's Burn Red, another only JP game. And now we get into the interesting part. NIKKE making only 10 million, not counting, of course, the PC sales. Now, only, it's like a big word, right? This is still a lot of money. If we consider that last month there weren't that many interesting banners, other than our beautiful girl, Alec. She's popular, but she's not limited. And also her usage is, let's say, not the best since team compositions using Alec are limited at the moment. So NIKKE is making only 10 million, similar to Rivers 1999 with 9 million, which will go up this month most likely since they have the new 1.4, 1.6 version. I don't remember. They released the new main story with the skin for Lilia that I might grab because it looks amazing. Now, other than that, we can keep going down. Similar revenue to NIKKE or lower is this light. I'm surprised, but this is because the Chinese version is doing good money. We also have Memento Mori. Memento Mori, it's been that game that since release, right? Which one? When was released for this game? October 2022. It's been a game that's literally been always making at least $3, $4, $5 million a month. And it's a game without any type of gameplay. It's a game literally for PvP between worlds. Which again, if it works, it works. The art is amazing. Path to Nowhere has right now a limited event, so they're making 6 mil this month. Makes sense. Azur Lane going up a little bit, only like about 100k. They have a new UR version. I think Grimm's got her. Lucky bastard. And then on this list, there is one more that I did want to showcase, and I might have skipped. Did I skip it? No, it's here. So the three that I wanted to showcase and talk a little bit are, of course, Geltron and 2 Exilion. Remember, Raymond is killing in this game. 2 million last month, 1.3 or 1.4 this month. Pretty good, still pretty good if you ask me. It's a niche game, and the problem that Geltron and 2 has is the same as Snowbreak. They both take way too long to release banners, to release new events, and they are stingy in comparison to the rates, which is a 0 point whatever, right? So that's always bad. Then we have, of course, also Echocalypse. I'm not sure how long this game will last. A lot of the initial players that were playing are not playing anymore. Even, for example, Master Sparks has stopped playing, or at least covering on YouTube. I'm not sure if he stopped completely or not. And then the other game that I wanted to mention is Mobile Suit Gundam UC Engage, because this game, I don't understand how it's making any money. Like, I understand the Gundam space is quite limited for gachas, but this looks like the game from 2001, from the PlayStation 1. Like, my issue is not the graphics themselves. My favorite game is Terraria. I don't care. My issue is for this quality, for this effort by the developer. They are asking for the usual gacha rates and gacha prices, which is outrageous in my opinion for what you have to offer to your players. But once again, the Gundam space for gachas is super limited and you don't have a lot of options, so makes sense they're making money. And still, they will probably milk their audience and then just leave. Then we have our favorite Brown Dance 2, the biggest fan service gacha right now in the market, 800k. I will say it's even competing with Azur Lane, which is, you know, a big thing to be talking about. Even though they don't have skins right now, they have just the costumes themselves. And then after all these games, I want to go into the bottom of the tier list and talk about the games that are barely surviving. So for example, Arkland, they confirm there is no global version, so 13k. Tarkov Symphony, they confirm is closing down, so you know, only 41k. Love Live, Civ 2 Miracle Live. This is the game that from release, they also announced they were closing 4 months afterwards. They made 400k the first month. How did they make that much money for a game that they know is gonna be closing down? I just don't understand people sometimes, but it is what it is. Higan Eruthil is still hanging out a little bit, whatever they can, with Artirikir as well, which changed publisher from Bilibili to the original one, 61k. Other than that, there is not much going on. Honestly, I'm surprised with NIKKE dropping, but it also makes sense. I'm gonna say this, I don't think NIKKE will maintain itself like all the time at the top of the tier list for revenue. It's almost impossible. NIKKE is an idle game. NIKKE is a game where unless we have a big banner, a big pilgrim, or a big combo of units, people are not gonna be pulling, right? People are not gonna be spending millions and millions and millions because it's an idle AFK that we cannot have unlimited gameplay or unlimited things to do, right? So as much as I love the game, it is normal that we'll have some months with a lot less revenue when we have units that have less usage, even with good fan service, because I believe LA has been one of the units that has, in terms of popularity outside of NIKKE, exploded. If you go to Twitter to Pixiv and you go to NIKKE, you'll see mostly LA fan art right now. Like, it's in comparison to other units, they have no fan service compared to LA. It's crazy. That's it. That's gonna be it for this one. Just wanted to talk a little bit about revenue for the gachas. If you want to check this website, gacharevenue.versal.app. It's a really good app and it's open source if you want to collaborate with them. Once again, we're gonna be live later with Pirri, with Gold, Aliyah, and Jay talking about the treasure system. Maybe Sky joins us, but it depends on his schedule. It should be an interesting talk just to get more perspective and not only, you know, my doom posting, my negative opinions in there. So that said, thank you for coming, brothers and sisters. Love you all. Have a great day. Good luck with your pool dinner dates. I'll see you in the next one. 役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。